The first thing you're going to need to do is to set up your document and start with your design for your navbar. So we're going to go into Fireworks and click Create New Fireworks Document. Now you need to check what the page width is for the website that you're creating. It can differ depending on the criteria, so make sure you are aware of this. In this tutorial I'm going to choose 1024 as it's quite a common size. The height for the navbar wants to be about a quarter of the width, so 256 should be plenty. So if I press OK on that now, you'll see that I get this shape here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add our design to that. So we're going to start by getting a background picture. So I'm going to, in this example, I'm going to make one for swimming bath. So I'm going to choose this. I'm going to go ahead and paste that in there and then just resize it as I need to. Now when you resize it, make sure you hold shift and make sure you use the corners. You may find that you lose part of the picture because of the shape of the navbar, but it's better to do that than to have it looking distorted. So position that where you want it, get it looking how you want it to look. And we're going to add some text in just a little while. What you want to do is you want to make sure that your buttons are easy to read. So we're going to have our buttons on the bottom here, and so that they stand out, I'm going to go ahead and take a rectangle, and I'm just going to draw out a rectangle at the bottom, just a plain, simple rectangle, just so that we can make sure our buttons stand out. So go ahead and do the rest of your design. Add yourself a suitable title and some suitable text. And you can see here now that I've got my design, and one of the things I've done is I've included a logo, which is something that you might be asked to do. So I've left this space here for my buttons, and what I'm going to do is take my text tool and I'm going to drag out a text box that fits this, but I'm not going to go right to the edge. I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap just because it looks a little bit nicer. And I'm going to go ahead and type the buttons out. Now you need to check on your criteria what your buttons are going to be. They will differ depending on what you're asked to do, so make sure you are aware of what you're creating. So you can set your font up how you want it to look, but you can always change this after if you're not sure, and type out the buttons for your home. Now you can see here, look, it's splitting this apart, and that's because I've got this set to justify. So if I set it to center, I can go ahead and put in my buttons. And obviously this depends on what it is that you're doing as to what your buttons are going to be. Now all you need to do is split this up. So if you just click after your first button, just put a couple of spaces in there. Count how many you do, because then you can make sure that it's all the same. So I've put 5 in there, so and then another 5 there. Now there's still a lot of space there, so I'm going to put in some more. And it's a case of spreading these out how you want them to look. I'm just going to leave it like that for now, but if you want them to go right to the edge, obviously just keep moving them along. Now that we've got our design, we need to add our interactivity. Watch tutorial 2 and it will show you how to do that.